Hey guys, this is David Adams. I made a video just before this and that didn't work out too well. That got cut off, and as you can see here. So I just kind of lost motivation after that. And I'm not even making an important video. I'm just, just showing some things about myself and my family and whatnot. And here my friend Deborah tells me I need to make another one, and I didn't want to because I just kind of lost motivation. And I think part of it is just because I'm not feeling very well. I got a little cold, and so she says I have to because she's my accountable friend. I got people who are trying to be like an accountability partner. Uh, so so here goes. Again, pardon my cold. Um, I was watching this football game. It was not turning out too well. My team is Nebraska, and not very happy about that. They're losing. So I turned it off. But anyways, uh, let's see here. But recently I took a trip to San Diego just this past weekend, and I think this is part of the reason why I'm getting a cold. Just because, not because of San Diego, but because it was warm over there. It was just right for me. I think it averaged right around 80 degrees. It was fine. It was warm. And but here in Iowa, it's cooler. It's probably about 20 degrees cooler. And then when I came back from San Diego Monday night, it was about 54 degrees. So I went from 80 degrees to about 54 degrees in about what was it, 6 hours, I think, of flying. And I've been getting a cold since then. So I'm not sure if that's part of the reason why. But anyways, this picture here is one of the is it's a really good picture of myself. I thought I don't normally take very good pictures for whatever reason. I don't think I'm very photogenic, but this one turned out all right, I think. And and this is Brian Kane right here, and I think this is Brian Kane's friend Eric Mays, uh, and then there's myself, and here is Nicole Cooper, and right here this is Tino. We call him Tino, but it's Valentino, and we're all part of a team that went out to San Diego. There was about 100 of us, but overall there was about 3,000 people that showed up in San Diego for this convention. And Nicole and I have especially gotten to know each other in the last 3 months. We have worked exclusively with each other and a few other leaders, and I can't even explain how it happened where Nicole and I started to talk more. It just has. I think once she just started to see just the way I am, the way I help people, and the way I come across. I guess something must have impressed her or whatever, and she had actually asked me if I wanted to, be one of the leaders for her team, and I accepted. Uh, and then it just kind of went on from there, and now she might possibly she has a PLR store, and basically what that is, it's a store online where she has some writers that create content for websites, and among a few other things that she has on the site. And so it sounds to me like she would like to. This is still her site. It always will be. But I think she's kind of wanting me to basically take over, I guess, the operations of it from the way it sounds, and that way she can spend more time focusing on other things in her life, whether it be her family and other business ventures. And so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to talk to her some more in a couple days. But she's just an amazing woman. she has a lot of faith in me, which is something that I need to work on, and that's why I created the Broken Mindset. Because I mean, it's weird because it's so easy for us to talk about some of the things that other people are doing wrong or right or whatever. But yet, when we try to, talk about our own vulnerabilities or, insecurity, it's very hard for us to deal with that because we don't want to look, uh, we want to, show our best sides to everybody. We want to be impressive. We want to be accepted by others, and we worry that if we show our insecurities or our vulnerabilities, that then other people will not, accept us. And so that's, I think that's what a lot of people do, including myself. And but that's one of the things that is very frightening for me in trying to do this challenge that I placed upon myself in creating, the Broken Mindset website. And so it's having all these people like my page or become like an accountability partner. It's just like having a lot of, it's almost like having a lot of babysitters in a way for the time being. But basically, uh, what it does for me is like I just had this happen. Well, I had it happen twice already actually. One gal told me to just kind of, whenever I have like a frustrating moment, instead of just talking about the negatives and focusing only on that, try to counter it with something positive. So don't make it look like I'm looking for a pity party. And so try to find a solution for it, along with it in my conversation. And then I think it was like a day later, a friend of mine, Felicia Tucker, she she sent me a Facebook message, and I was at work, so I checked it on my phone, and and one of the things that she wanted me to do is to try to develop a reading habit, and because she and I kind of connected on that, because growing up in our English classes in high school, for me it was just terrible. I mean, it was so boring. I just could not stay awake, and I just did not like English. I didn't like those classes, and so she, kind of challenging me to, for her and I to try to be accountability partners with each other in reading every day. So she kind of did that. So all these things happening just kind of make me like, oh, okay, so I need to make sure that I do this, because if I do this by myself without that, it's so easy to get out of it. And I think that's been the problem for me, is that I've been single for such a long time and I haven't had anybody, around me. I've never been married or anything like that, so I never had that accountability partner, and so it was so easy for me to just kind of, not take things seriously, because I knew that nobody would, come up to me and confront me about it. So, uh, let's see. So let's see. And Nicole, here's her kids. She's married with a couple of kids. And here's some pictures. There's a picture of myself and her. That picture turned out pretty good too. And here's a picture of her check. I don't know if you can see this. Whoops. Uh, this is Nicole's check, and she received just about $28,000 just in the last 3 months. That's how much she made with Empower Network. And this is Edward over here. He made just about 24,000 in the last 3 months. And so that was what San Diego was about. It's for internet marketers, and basically we have all these people who are exceptionally good at this. So they all get together to try to help the rest of us I can't talk, to develop greater skills in trying to make it so that we can eventually make that kind of money. I'm trying to find. She's hilarious. She's got a lot of personality. Okay, here, Tracy Walker. She is just outstanding. Let me see if I can. I mean, look at the back of her shirt. That's $191,000 that she has made since October 31st of last year in 2011. So that's how much she has made with Empower Network. Okay, that's the potential is obviously there. Here's her check. This is just for the last 3 months. $109,000. Here she is. So that's her check. And so you got people like this that are trying to teach the rest of us how to, make an income like that. I mean, obviously it can be done, but it's just unfortunate that a lot of people just don't believe this. They don't know how. They're so used to having a job mindset. They just so used to making a limited amount of money and being stuck at the position that they are and not making any more money. Whereas Tracy Walker, I mean, Power Network is only 11 months old. So she's been with the Power Network since the beginning. And through her efforts and her skills, she was able to manage to make 109. Well, this is $109,000 for the last 3 months. Okay, so that's over $35,000 per month. Since she began, I mean, she has made a total of $191,000. So it's pretty amazing, and so and you have to keep in mind some people pick up really fast, and some people just aren't as fast. Tracy Walker just picked up really fast, and she just flew with it. And there are others who are getting there, and so it's just a matter of time. But you have to just like anything else, you got to work at it. You got to be patient, and you got to develop your skills. So so that's what San Diego was all about, and so that was, it was good. It was good to be with everyone, meeting everyone for the first time. It was a little overwhelming for me because I'm not used to a huge social crowd like that. There was almost 3,000 people there. But anyways, so I'm out of time, and I just went on for too long. But I just wanted to make a random video, real quick, and so I will let you go. And again, sorry for my cold, and hopefully I'll sound better in my next video. But you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.